So the day is finally upon us. We can actually show what's happening with this guy. He does look like he's holding it like this. Like this big helmet or something. I'm not sure. But Professor X, we can show some gameplay for him, and we can actually look at him besides just looking at his kit. I think we probably should. That freaking thing. The big thing I like about Professor X is that he is super strong, going with almost every character that I've tried to team up with. The big thing is that, look, he doesn't let people, he's not going to let anybody assist until he takes a turn. They can't gain taunt, speed up, or defense up, and they can't gain darkness before him. So that is great. So there's a lot of stuff that he's preventing right out the gate, and the speed bar part. So they can't really gain speed bar before he takes a turn. So that is beautiful that that happens. So if they do take a turn before him, well, mind controlling people, he's clearing barrier, he's filling up speed bar for himself, and then he's flipping defense down. And then once any character uses an ultimate without the exhaust, boom, barrier, and he's reducing negative effects for himself. So it's a really nice touch. The only thing I don't like is that he doesn't really got call outs to X-Men. He doesn't really have that. He has the X-Men tag, which means you could benefit from putting other X-Men together, but he doesn't really have any other call-outs to X-Men, which I thought he could have, which would have been really, really interesting, but it didn't happen. But he seems to be interesting in Arena as well, but since Arena only does so much, we can only do so much while we're here. So let's go ahead and check out how we're going to do some gameplay for him. So, me being me, I want to try, like, older X-Men just because. Just to see what would happen with them. So, kind of like Colossus, and I know Cyclops is getting built, and he drops the Cyclops, so we'll leave that one alone. Kitty Pryde, who else can we go with? X-Man, and where's our... You know what? I'll take Bishop, too, just because. So, we'll see how this 200, almost 200k punch up, something. It's like 1.4. So we'll see how this punch up goes with them. I want to see what advantages they get. I know there's other characters out there, so that would help in terms of health, like Gambit and Rogue and Nightcrawler. They would also obviously Old Man Logan with Xavier is going to be nuts, but we're going to see how he does that against another team. But I just like, I've been trying to figure out exactly how to utilize older characters so you don't break up other teams so they can stay and do what they want, instead of you going, oh crap, he works better with half of probably Immortal or I just want to see what he does. So they're going for it. He's not getting speed bar. They do get speed, although he's mind controlling there, so that's good. There she goes. Boom. They're all taking... Oh, yeah. So hopefully we don't die. If we die, it's going to be bad. Alright, so doing this, we're going to basically... He doesn't have exhausted, so that's great. Or exposed. That's good. So looking at it, we're going to apply defense down. Trauma, disrupted. They'll ability block any controllers. And then we're going to mind control 2 characters. And we're going to summon a Cyclops and see what happens with him and our buddy Colossus over there. So going straight down the middle. Here it goes. Boom. That took a good hit. They're all blinded too. Oh, wow. Look at those mind controls. Just murdered them. All right. And we survived against that. So let's go ahead and do the special. That's going to go ahead and mind control somebody. Boom. Yep. All right. And we're still alive here, which is nice. I'm gonna do this just to get some counters up. If we're gonna hit. The mind controlling is still happening every turn, so it's really cool. There you go. Boom. Somebody do something. There you go. So we're mind controlling the team. Professor X is still hot. Now, anybody that's below 25% they get hit, but we don't got that yet. So I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna go after our buddy here. There we go. Somebody's going to hit him too. Boom. He's finally there. Not below 25, but when they're in the red, that ult is going to hit like a truck. Alright, Colossus bit the dust. They're still mind controlling everybody. Let me go after you, maybe? See, boom. Can we get you under? Yep. She's finally under 25. There you go. Oh, she's under. I'm just going to do the ult on the next turn. He's not going to hit a lot. Oh. Well, I guess that worked. Alright, so Uncanny does, I guess, somewhat well against them. Let's go up against an actual war team with some X-Men. I'm not going to bring what's-his-face yet. I will bring Colossus. You know, I don't bring Jubilee and instead of Bishop. And then we'll take Iceman and Kitty again. And we'll see how this works. The assist might work out great. But let's see how it goes. I'm more focused on X-Men, like I said, using characters that we don't normally use. So that way you can go ahead and benefit from keeping certain teams together, or, you know, 4 pieces together. But remember, this is just in war, and they don't really get too many war buffs, so it's not bad. But we all know that this is the newest war team, so we want to make sure we knock them out. So let's see what Professor X is going to do. He's going to hit him pretty hard, but not get him anything. Because, oh god. Yeah, well, there you go. Oh, well. That happened. Alright. Let's go. Boom. They're not doing too much damage. We're not going to stun her, so, but we can do damage a little bit on her. Yeah, these assists are helping. Oh yeah, they're going. Uh-oh, they're gonna die. And she didn't die yet. She didn't die yet. She's still there. Wow. The blinds are helping. Just remember, this is the latest war team they pushed out, and Professor X with the oldies. Oh, now it's a 6. Now it's a X-Men 6, Sinister 6 there that's going at it. Should have brought Wolverine just to go ahead and try that, see what that happens. Alright, there you go there. Fonts all over the place, so it doesn't really matter. Obviously, Carter doesn't want to die, but we did already lose 1, so that was good. But as you can see, the Uncanny is holding its own. We already know right away he's going to die. So Patriot's out. Not Patriot. Falcon's going to be out. And I think he's going to get a little hit, but I do love the animation, though. The animation is sick. Bye-bye. Oof. Okay, they all died. My bad. They all freaking died. So that was quite funny. That was pretty funny there. Now we have one over here at the end that I really want to try. So these are obviously some updated ones there. We're going to go with Xavier. We're going to bring in Old Man Logan, Nightcrawler, Rogue, and Gambit. So we're going to get a bunch of stuff from, I believe, Nightcrawler. So Nightcrawler is going to give us 30% health, and that's fine. And then for what's his name, we're going to get 25% more health. So that's great. And I believe Rogue gives something else. No, that's it. Not for them. So they didn't change it so that way they have it. But hey, whatever. It's fine. This should be fun. She's only given unlimited X-Men, but if an X-Men drops, we'll get taunt. So that's pretty good. Let's see how this goes. We're going up against their Xavier versus ours. Hopefully, Old Man Logan is the key to this. But if it is, you're kind of messing it up for others. But hey, I would definitely recommend keeping him on offense. But let's see how we go up against an actual X-Men team that's more updated. Nightcrawler is going to be an issue. Obviously, Phoenix is going to be an issue because she revived. Well, she summons Dark Phoenix, so we'll see how this entails. So let's see which one goes first. All right, so we're going first. They have an evade, but it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to go this side and see if we can block them. All right, so he does got trauma and block. So, all right, Gambit's out. We're going to try to block you. Okay, we got her blocked. We're getting them controlled. Oh, wow. She took a big hit. Okay, Rogue is going. Nope. We're going to try to get rid of... We have to get rid of Xavier. We have to get rid of Xavier. Try to get rid of him. Alright, there's Old Man Logan. I don't want Old Man Logan doing it. Alright, so... Have fun. Boom. Alright, so he's stunned. He's only taking a little bit of damage. He's still got some high health. Let's see. Boom. Alright. He's got exposed. That might help a little. Alright. Damn, he's got so much health. Get this speed up, maybe? Do we get it? Yeah. Xavier didn't get it because he had disrupted. Alright, go nuts. Goes. Oof. Oof. He healed! The sucker healed! Jesus. Alright, well, let's go. Boom. She's still around, but she's got bleeds. We're just going to keep going after Xavier. That's the main one. Okay, Xavier looks like it's going to take a lot of turns to get rid of him. Oh, wow. Old Man Logan and Xavier's the only one that's around. Stay alive, you... Stay alive. Alright. We don't want her to take a turn. Alright. And we take care of you. Please. Die. Yes! Alright. That was pure luck. She might still kill us. She might. We don't know yet. You gonna die? Okay. That was great. That was actually fun because you're just like, oh my god, please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die. Alright, I want to go in there again with them and see what his health is right out the gate. Because his health should be increased from some of the actual passives. So let's see what his health is, but that's ridiculous that we could have died there. It was very, very satisfying. Very satisfying. Very, very, very satisfying. Alright. So, stat-wise, yeah, he's got a bunch of health already. Okay, so right now, with all the garbage that he's got, he is 21 million health. And his damage is 943,000. Now, this is a 7/7 Professor X. Obviously, he's built. Whenever they decide to come out with diamonds for him, good luck. But having those other X-Men to give him added health passives is seemingly to be what is important there. And his speed is still 127, so we're not increasing him anyway. But the health part does help. That's an extra almost 8 million health there. That is ridiculous. But that is probably going to help overall because you wanna have him to be the most health out there. The one thing that I have noticed that is he might need somebody for a taunt, because you could tunnel him maybe even with it, but if you got certain characters on there, then poof, even though you try to tunnel him, like Rogue, if you tunnel him and he drops below 50, obviously Rogue is going to get the taunt and now you're stuck on Rogue. But having a pre-taunt might be the best way to go. So Squatch, Zuggs, somebody out there, but this is ridiculous that I can do this with older characters. That's just nuts. And I think any team out there with him is going to be just ridiculous. Depending on if you actually know the kits and you're reading it right, it should go well. But like I said, here we're tunneling the crap out of him. Although Rogue didn't get that, so I don't know why Rogue didn't get the taunt on that side. That was weird. It looked like she was about to ability block Xavier, but she went after what's his name. So boom. But now we're taunting over there, but we're still gonna end up hitting Xavier anyway. And go. And Xavier's gone. So this team is gonna fall apart fast. Unless we die. I'm gonna put on auto just to see what it does before we end. Let's just see what happens. See if they still lose or they target Xavier or something. That would be funny. Damage blind, so that's kind of what sucks. Alright. And you can stun Xavier, so it's not bad. So You got somebody on there. I know Phoenix is good, but going up maybe up against Omega Red would probably be a fun one there. But Xavier and Old Man Logan seem to be a powerhouse. And obviously, based off the last match, they stuck around. So, I would definitely think about it. That Phoenix is just not doing it great. But, overall, I just wanted to use X-Men characters on it. There's probably other content creators that are going to use others out there to go against them. But, still, this is, like I said, we said it's a 7-7 Xavier. He is crazy good. The mind control is nuts. I wanted an ult where he mind controls everybody and the team hits everybody, but having him mind control through his passive seems to be just as effective. And you know, he's got a lot of good abilities, but he can be defeated. Same thing just like Old Man Logan. He feels like Old Man. He's very impactful. He feels so great. But if you tunnel him, if you can bring in the right characters, you could take him out. So you just have to be wary about that. So I'm probably, if I ever bring him in on defense, he's going to have a free time. Definitely going to have a free time. If I'm bringing him on offense, probably not. But depending on the team I'm going up against. However, Xavier feels like a crazy legendary, although he's mythic, but he's not. So I would say please spend as much as you can on your resources on him. I'm not saying money. Don't with a wallet. But we know Krakens are anyway. So they're probably people are probably gonna be able to spend a bunch on him today. But I'm gonna try to get him as soon as possible. I want to play with him, even if he is at low stars. Doesn't really matter. He's gonna enhance some teams. So I would say enjoy it. Enjoy it once you get him, because he's gonna be a fantastic character. But like, share, subscribe. Let me know how you feel about it with using older characters on them. Like Uncanny did pretty damn well. Colossus and all them did pretty damn well. And I have some of them in diamonds too. So let me know what you think whenever you could test them out with older characters that got diamonds too. So, but DKG, rolling out.